What if I told you that one of the most viral niches on the internet right now has nothing to do with dancing, trends, or challenges? What if I told you it was about a pineapple with a photorealistic human face looking completely disgusted as it's being fed a slice of pineapple? It sounds absurd, but this is the weird fruits niche, and it is exploding because it's a perfect pattern interrupt. In a sea of predictable content, these videos are surreal, slightly disturbing, and completely impossible to ignore. They leverage basic human psychology. We are hardwired to look at faces and to react to strong emotions like disgust. It's a formula for stopping the scroll. The barrier to entry for something like this seems incredibly high. You'd think you'd need to be an expert in CGI or a professional Photoshop artist to create these bizarre, high-quality images and then animate them. But that's no longer the case. In this video, I'm going to give you the complete A to Z blueprint to create these strangely addictive videos from scratch. This is a full, over-the-shoulder masterclass. We'll build a new brand, engineer the viral video concept, and then use our established AI workflow to produce a finished video ready to be uploaded. Our first stop is our creative command center, ChatGPT. First up, the channel name. I'm giving ChatGPT a detailed prompt, asking it to act as a creative director and generate 10 channel name ideas that fit this surreal food-based theme. Let's hit generate and see what it comes up with. The list is generated. As you can see on the screen, we've got a few strong options here. I'm scanning through them, and this name here seems good. It's simple, weird, and easy to remember, which is exactly what we need. Let's lock that one in. Next up, the profile picture. We're going to generate this right here inside ChatGPT using its DALL-E capabilities. First, I'll ask it for 3 distinct logo concepts. My prompt asks it to design a logo that is simple, high contrast, and features a piece of food with a disgusted human face. It's important to ask for concepts first, as it allows us to refine our idea before committing to a final image. Okay, ChatGPT has given us 3 different concepts to choose from. I'm reading through them now, and this first concept, which describes a single photorealistic piece of food with a human-like expression, is a perfect fit for our brand. Now, I'll give ChatGPT a follow-up prompt to generate the actual image based on that concept. I'm giving it very specific artistic direction. Make the style a clean, photorealistic image, and the background should be a solid, contrasting black to make the image pop as a small profile picture. Let's see what it creates. Wow, okay, as you can see on the screen, that is a fantastic result. It's exactly the vibe we're going for. I'm going to download this image right now. We'll do some quick market research. The most viral videos in this niche have a very simple formula. The titles are literal descriptions of a bizarre situation, and the core emotion is almost always negative: disgust, annoyance, sadness, or fear. The contrast between the cute food character and the negative emotion is what makes it so compelling. So, with that formula in mind, let's head back to ChatGPT. I'm using a prompt that asks it to create 10 unique video concepts based on the sentient food being forced to confront itself theme, focusing on the emotion of disgust or annoyance. Let's see what it gives us. Okay, this list is great. Some of these are hilarious. With our concept locked in, we move to the most critical step, storyboarding. A good video tells a story, and we will use ChatGPT to become our film director. I am now inputting my master storyboarding prompt. This tells ChatGPT to break down our potato idea into a 5-scene narrative arc. For each scene, it must write a detailed, visually rich description, including the camera shot, the character's expression, the lighting, and the mood. This detailed plan is what separates professional, story-driven content from random AI generations. Alright, ChatGPT has finished generating our 5-scene storyboard. Let's review the first one together. Okay, alright, with our prompts ready, it's time to create the visuals. I'll show you 2 paths, the premium path and the free path. First, the premium path. If you have access to an advanced video generation model like VO3, this process is streamlined. You would head over to the VO3 interface, copy your first scene prompt from ChatGPT, and paste it in. Before generating, you could add motion commands like slow, dramatic zoom towards the potato's horrified face. You'd repeat this for all your prompts and get stunning, cinematic clips in minutes. But for this tutorial, we're focusing on the free path, which is just as powerful. This workflow uses Leonardo.ai for images and Kling.ai for animation. Let's start with image generation. Head over to Leonardo.ai. The setup here is critical. We're choosing the Leonardo Phoenix model. Why? Because Phoenix is their most advanced photorealism model, and it's excellent at interpreting complex, nuanced prompts like ours. Next, for the dimensions, we will hit more, and then hit TikTok. This is non-negotiable. If you render in the wrong aspect ratio, your video will have ugly black bars and look unprofessional. Now, go back to your ChatGPT tab and copy the prompt for scene 1. Paste it into Leonardo, and click Generate. In about 20 seconds, we'll have our first image. We'll pick the best one and download it. We then repeat this exact process, copying the prompt from ChatGPT and pasting it into Leonardo for all 5 scenes until we have our 5 core images saved in a folder. With our still images ready, we need to bring them to life with Kling.ai. First, we need motion prompts. Head back to ChatGPT and ask it to write a short, clear motion description for each of our 5 scenes. Now, with our animation prompts generated, we can head over to Kling. We'll upload our image for scene 1, then copy and paste the corresponding animation prompt from ChatGPT into the motion box. Then, we click Generate. After a minute or two, we'll have our first animated clip. Download it, and then repeat this process for all 5 images, meticulously pairing each image with its unique motion prompt. When you're done, you'll have 5 cinematic animated scenes. Now for the final and fastest part, the edit. First, we need sound. I'm heading to the free website Pixabay. Let's start with background music. On the homepage, click on Music. In the search bar, let's type upbeat, but also maybe tense, to fit our theme. I'll listen to a few. This one has a good driving rhythm that builds suspense. Perfect. I'll click download. Now for sound effects. Back on the Pixabay homepage, I'll click sound effects. We need the sound of a French fry being eaten. I'll search for crunching or frying. This one is great. Download. With our assets ready, we open our video editor, CapCut. We import everything, our 5 animated clips, the background music, and the 2 sound effects. The editing process is a simple checklist. First, drag the 5 clips onto the timeline in story order. Second, add a simple fade transition between each clip. To do this, go to the Transitions tab, drag fade between 2 clips, then click on it. Set the duration to a quick 0.2 seconds, and then hit the crucial Apply to All button. This creates a clean, consistent flow. Third, drag the background music underneath and lower the volume so it's subtle and doesn't overpower the main sound. Fourth, we layer in our sound effects. I'll place the frying sound right as the French fry enters the frame to build anticipation. We'll do a quick color grade. I'm selecting all the clips, going to the Adjust panel, and setting the saturation to +10. This makes the colors a little more vibrant. Then I'll add a vignette of +10. This darkens the corners and forces the viewer's eye to focus on our main character's emotional turmoil. Finally, we export the video in 1080p at 60 FPS. And just like that, you have a finished, high-quality, strangely addictive video ready to be uploaded. If you want to get access to more deep dive strategies like this one, or my pre-vetted monetization accounts, check out the link to my private community in the description below. That's all for today's video. Bye.